I'm here at Bob's Big Broiler in Downey, California. It's like the one in Burbank, but there's a more unique story about this place. Come on, let's go in. Now, the history of Bob's Big Boy Broiler here in Downey, California is a fascinating one. So let's tell the very unique story of Bob's Big Boy Broiler. When this restaurant opened in 1958, it was called Harvey's Broiler and was the largest drive-in restaurant in Southern California. It became the hub of the 1950s cruising culture. This building was designed by Paul B. Clayton. The architecture used was googie, which included a boomerang-style car canopy that was 240 feet long and was able to park 98 cars underneath. If you want to learn more about googie architecture, check out our video when we go into great detail about this unique architectural style. Anyway, this place had enough parking for 350 cars in total, not just the car canopy. In fact, in its heyday, Harvey's would play host to 1,000 cars on a single night, and popular enough with cruisers in Southern California that it was the last stop on a popular cruising route. In 1969, it became a sister store to Johnny's Coffee Shop on Wilshire Boulevard in Los Angeles with a brand new name, Johnny's Broiler. It will continue to operate as Johnny's Broiler until December 31st, 2001, when it ceased restaurant operations. In 2002, it became a used car dealership. On Sunday, January 1st, 2007, an illegal demolition began at 3 p.m., but was halted 2 hours later at 5 p.m. over concerns such as the electrical outlets not being turned off. Following this action, preservationists and the community regrouped to save the building. The search was on to find a new operator for the once spectacular landmark. Just as the moratorium was about to be lifted, the restaurant received a new lease of life. Restaurant franchise operator Jim Lauder saw an opportunity. Much to everyone's delight, Lauder leased the property and announced plans to rebuild a new broiler in the same spot. He decided to base the architecture off the original blueprints from Paul Clayton. Lauder will also collaborate with the City of Downey and the preservation community to maintain the historic significance of the restaurant. For many months, loyal customers and fans watched with anticipation as construction got underway to bring new life to the once classic restaurant. In October 2009, under the name Bob's Big Boy Broiler, the legendary restaurant opened its doors to the public. In an atmosphere reminiscent of a bygone era of classic cars, hot rods, and car hops, Bob's Big Boy Broiler welcomed a new generation of families to stop by and enjoy a classic Big Boy combo. Still as popular as before, celebrities like George Barris, Jesse James, and Sandra Bullock have made special appearances at the restaurant. Now that we've learned the history of Bob's Big Broiler, let's head inside. And while they currently use the familiar Bob's Big Boy statue as a mascot, the original Johnny's mascot quietly sits in the parking lot. But there's more fun inside. Let's go check it out and see the beautiful googie architecture inside the Big Broiler. As you can see, it's a wonderful example of mid-century architecture and furnishing in a restaurant setting. They even have pictures on the wall showcasing the history of Harvey's Broiler and Bob's Big Boy. They even have original uniforms from Bob's Big Boy. If you want to learn the history of Bob's Big Boy, check out our video for when we visit their location in Burbank, California. As a fan of vintage aesthetics like mid-century, it's a blast to be here at Bob's Big Boy Broiler and looking at all the beauty of Googie architecture. I'm telling you, this is an excellent place to have a Bob's Big Boy burger. Speaking of which, here is my meal. A Bob's Big Boy burger with fries and a soft drink. And boy, do I need to tell you how delicious they were. I just loved my meal. I also had this lovely dessert that our friend George suggested. Thank you for the suggestion, George. They also sell great merchandise, like this t-shirt. And fun fact, Funko Pop made a little figurine of Bob's Big Boy and the Bob's Big Boy Broiler. Now that is a collectible worth getting. So if you're in the Downey, California area, I highly recommend eating at Bob's Big Broiler. Boy, oh big boy, am I stuffed. That was really delicious. Well, I hope you had a fun time at Bob's Big Boy Broiler, while also learning a unique story about this location. Well, that's all the time we have here on Adventures of Kendall. See you later, folks, and may your gifts bless the world.